What is going on today, guys? We're back in another video. Today, if you saw my last video, you saw that I skint down this hiking staff. I am going to be sealing it, staining it, and finishing it. So let's get to it. I watched a video on how to do this, but there were some steps that I missed. Basically, when you're doing this, you want to seal both ends before you let it dry out. And I didn't do that. And when mine dried out, it cracked pretty bad throughout. Also, certain type of woods will crack. This is privet, which is like a hedge bush rather than a tree, so it's not like a hard wood. But this is my first hiking stick I'm making, so it's kind of just a trial run. I'm gonna go with it. As you can see, it's split right here. Split really bad on the end down here. I'm just gonna seal over it. And I think I'm gonna leave the bark on here. I don't know if you actually can leave the bark on there and seal over it. I don't know if it'll like embed itself into the wood. I'm gonna leave it on there and I'm gonna whittle my last initial into it. I think that'll be pretty cool. Pretty much the next step we got to do, I'm gonna start filing down all these knots that are real jagged and sticking out. Also, if you do plan on doing this, probably buy a file that's a little bit more gritty than this one. This one's pretty fine, so when I'm filing this down, it's taking a lot longer. But I'm gonna leave some of the blemishes because I think it looks good. Alright guys, went across the handle, got some of the knots out that I thought was gonna rub my hand raw, and now we're about to start sanding. I got 80 grit sandpaper and 120. We're gonna start with the 80 and then work our way to 120. I just finished sanding it with the 80 grit, looking pretty good. I think it looks like way better. I went ahead and hit this barker area right here because I thought it looked pretty cool when I hit it. Now I'm taking the 120, going over it again. Trying to get it real smooth. All right guys, hit it with the 80 grit sandpaper, then went back over with the 120. It is looking pretty good. I think it really just all depends on preference. I don't think it's that big of a deal if you don't get everything. There's some little blemishes of mine. Like right here, I didn't get that too good, as you can see. But overall, it's pretty smooth. Split pretty bad down here. I'm thinking about cutting some of this off. I got the Sawzall out here. I'm gonna cut both ends off flat and file them into like a smooth little point. And yeah, I'm actually pretty proud of this stick.
It's a clean cut.
Matters a little bit. All right guys, so sanded down. I cut both ends with a Sawzall to get them flat. This one I'm gonna put a cap on. This is the bottom. I'm gonna put a cap on it. I got these little copper caps. I'm gonna drill a hole in it. I'm gonna put it on them. But I got 3/4 inch, and I should have got an inch. It's just like for copper plumbing. I'm gonna have to go back to Lowe's and get an inch. I'll explain that when I do it. But I had this little rivet in it. I think it looked pretty cool. Plus I can tie like a little piece of paracord in it. I might need to file it down some more, but it should hold just a small piece of paracord if I needed to hold up my tin or something. We're about to start putting the boiled linseed oil on it to seal it. And we're gonna 50-50 it with mineral spirits. So yeah. Alright guys, look on my sign, the 755. We did 4 coats of the sticks on the sticks. We'll pick up tomorrow, finishing off the sticks, made some homemade pizza. Super delicious. See y'all tomorrow. Okay, it is the next day of our little DIY video. Turned out pretty good. I think it sealed up pretty good. You can hear it, pretty grippy. Cracks are still there. I'm not gonna worry about them though, like I said. Got some fuzz from that washcloth all over it. Went ahead and shimmied down this right here, where I had to go back to the store and get an inch copper cap for copper plumbing. I'm gonna drill through right here. I'm gonna pop it on. Once I pop it on, I'm gonna drill through both of these and screw it in with a concrete screw. I got that from a older guy who has a YouTube channel. I'll link his video. He gives like an actual in-depth video on how to make one of these. That's where I learned how to do this. So yeah, it's gonna turn out pretty good. I think I'm pretty excited about to start staining. So let's get to it. Got this light walnut stain right here. Mixed it up. I'll put a pretty heavy coat because I want mine to be pretty dark. Ran out of gloves yesterday after doing like 5 coats on every one of these. Trying to get this all over my hands. Oh yeah, it's gonna look good. Alright guys, stain has been drying for about an hour. It's not fully done, but I want to go ahead. It's supposed to start raining, so we'll go ahead and have it drying under my porch. I'm gonna go ahead and put this copper tip on. So just hammer it on like that. I'm gonna sand these out right here where it kind of boogered it up. Should be pretty good. I'm drilling into the wood as well. That way when I drill this screw in right here, hopefully it doesn't split as bad. So pre-drilling the hole. That should be deep enough. I'm gonna swap to the impact, pop this in right here on the end. This concrete screw right here, it'll give it a little extra like poke when it goes into the ground. Plus it go ahead and covers the wood up so it's not messing it up over time. Alright guys, went ahead and drilled this in right here. I'll hold that piece of copper on to protect the end of it. Go ahead and trim this up right here and I'll sand it down. I'm gonna put another coat of sand on it because I want it a little darker. But yeah, we have our very own hiking staff now that we made ourselves. I think cost wise and on total, everything for the stain, the copper fitting, and the oil and mineral spirits all together was like 40 something bucks or 50. But still have a ton of mineral spirits left over and a ton of this oil left over and a ton of stain left over. So we'll be able to make many more hiking sticks. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great morning, good night, good day, whatever it is. And I'll see you on the next one.